All right, this is a word problem. The words are a little hard to read, but we have a 17-foot piece of string, cutting it into two pieces so that the longer piece is 5 feet longer than twice the shorter piece. It says find the length of both pieces. So, whenever you have a word problem here, an application problem, you should draw yourself a diagram. So, what is this?
A line.
It's a line, right? But that's representing my piece of
String.
Okay, now I'm going to cut it into how many pieces? Two pieces. Okay, so I only need one cut here. 2 pieces. Now I have a shorter piece and I have a longer piece. Now I don't know anything about the shorter piece at all. So that's the one we call X. If you don't know anything about it, you call it X. Now the longer piece, I know something about it, but in terms of the shorter piece, in terms of X. So I know that the longer piece is 5 feet longer than twice the shorter piece. So it's 5 more than 2 times the shorter piece. Okay, now the other thing I know is that the whole piece of string from this end to this end is how long?
17 feet.
That's right, 17 feet. Okay, I will be able to write my equation from here, and then you can solve the equation. So the equation is going to be that the shorter piece plus the longer piece is 17. Okay, when I add the shorter piece plus the longer piece, I get 17. And now you see, I don't even have to look at any of this. Don't even worry about that. I have an equation right here that I need to solve. So let's go ahead and let's solve the equation. First thing I need to do is put together my like terms. Right? Combine like terms. X plus 2x is 3x. Next thing to do is get rid of the plus 5. So I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. Both sides of the equal sign. And the reason I did that is because 5 minus 5 is 0, and I don't have a constant on the left. My x is closer to being by itself. Grumpy old x. One more step. Divide out the 3. And then 3 over 3 is 1, so I have 1x, which is exactly what I want. I don't need that 1 there. Is 12 divided by 3 is 4. Now, whenever you have an application problem or a word problem or a real-world example, you always need to go back and make sure it makes sense. Okay, so they were asking me for the lengths of both pieces of string. So if x is 4, I have found my shorter piece. Okay, my shorter piece is 4. And draw a better arrow. So this is 4. And if this is 4, then I'll put that in a different color because it wasn't part of the original problem. If this is 4, then I also know that if x is 4, I can plug in a 4 right here. And I will find what my other piece is. So this is 2x plus 5. X is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. That's my longer piece. Now, look at this. If I add together my shorter piece plus my longer piece, what's 4 plus 13? 17. Okay, so these problems always work out, and when you get the answer, you always say, hey, does that make sense? Can one piece be 4 and the other one be 13? Yeah, that'll make 17. Is the other one 5 more than twice the 4, right? Twice the 4 is 8, and 5 more than that is 13. Yeah, that makes sense also.